Hey everyone, it's Yeti. How's it going? The last time was talking, I was talking about Elemental Dragons, and how this next format they're gonna be really, really stupid. Um, I kind of want to go on the same thing. I'm gonna talk about a couple of different decks this next format that I think are gonna be, I guess you could say, really, really good or really, really dumb. I don't know how you want to say it. Um, this obviously is Six Samurai. Um, and you're probably going, well, what's different about Six Samurai that they don't have now? Well, it's the Cowboy and Emerald. It's an infinite FTK loop. If you haven't seen it, it revolves around Gateway the Six Samurai, Keyzons, Hand the Six Samurai, and Cowboy and Emerald. Basically, you continuously summon Keyzons, make Cowboys, use Cowboy's burn effect, kill Cowboy with Hand the Six Samurai, and then recycle all three of your Cowboys with Deus to Emerald, and do it over and over and over. Um, I will. It, I'll try and put up basically an example video for you guys, showing you how it works. Um, But I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find it somewhere on YouTube. It's a very easy loop. Like it's the same as any other gateway loop. I mean, literally, it's activate gateway, activate any other two cards that get counters, and start your loop. Just start going at it. This samurai build is my build. It's a personal choice. I run two hand, two elder, one grandmaster, two kaga, two kageki, three keys on two zanji. Now the reason I run two zanji, you're like, what the hell, is the asceticism. It sets up really, really good for the loop. Um, there's a lot of time that you'll get, like, I don't know, um, the Zanji, and you want to go for the Keyzon just to get your loop started. Um, and it's very easy. It's very easy to do with asceticism and Zanji. Um, I don't even know what else to say to that. Like, it's just ridiculous. I think the deck with three smoke signals is just preposterous. I mean, it's just like I don't even know. um, I don't run Upstart. Um, but I run Goldsark. I think Goldsark is more consistent for me because I like to search. I feel my gateway. I know that Upstart is good in Samurais. Don't get me wrong, but giving him 1,000 life points and drawing a random card versus knowing what card I'm gonna get in 2 turns, I can stall for 2 turns of the deck. That's not a problem. I can still make Shien, Beast, Barkion, whatever the hell I want. Like that's not a problem. So I can stall for 2 turns. But I don't want to play Upstart and give them 1,000 life points and end up waiting like 7 turns to get my gateway. I mean, I don't want to do that. So that's why I run Gold Circuit over Upstart. But that's a personal tech choice. The Backs to the Wall is also a personal tech choice. I know a lot of Samurai players don't run it, but why wouldn't you? I mean, like honestly, like, think about it. I mean, when you're in a bad situation, you could special summon as many Six Sams as you can from your graveyard. I mean, there's been so many times where I played that and gotten back Shien, and then like double Shadows of Six Samurai, and then hand Grandmaster, and it's just like it's auto game over. Like it's an instant OTK. I mean, really, Back to the Wall is another OTK, and nobody runs it. I'm like, why? I mean, like, why wouldn't you run it? I mean, activate Royal Decree, chain Back to the Wall, I win. I'm like, and that's the funny part. I'm serious. I've actually done that, and people are just like, no torrential, no mirror force, no deepers, and wow, okay, I lose. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. So like I said, I mean, I love Backs to the Wall. I know a lot of people don't run it, but I do. I only run two JoJo. Three Dojo is a little inconsistent in testing. I don't think he really needed that much. Two Dojo is fine. Um, I said the extra deck. I've got the Beast Barkion Shien. But then mainly like samurais don't focus around synchros anymore. They really don't. Like I said, I run a couple synchros, but that's really all there is. All of my extra deck is all exceeds because that's what this deck does now. It's just exceed, 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 and just keeps doing it. Um, blade armor, Excaliburs. It's all based around gateway. Literally, this next format. You know, I've seen some people label this next format like a self-touching format, and it's pretty much true. Like it really will be. I mean, whoever gets their loop first and touches themselves the most really will win the game. I mean, as sad as that sounds, that's what it'll come down to. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just really good. Like my friend is playing this, and he's gonna be playing this. Um, uh, he's gonna be playing this next format, and like in testing this, like it's okay. I mean, it's a really good deck, but if he opens with Gateway, it's game over every time. Like it's just stupid how consistent this deck is. If it opens with Gateway, you lose. Well, I mean, if you open with Gateway, you win. But yeah, I meant your opponent loses because of Gateway. I mean, honestly, I was amazed on the last ban list they did not hit Gateway. I don't understand why. I mean, Gateway is a ridiculous card. I mean, you think about it. Every time you summon a 6 Samurai Watch, you get 2 counters, and it's an infinite Rhoda from deck or graveyard. Why? All 6 Samurai special summon results. This is not needed. Like, good God, Konami. But I guess they decided that 6 Sam still needed their gateway, so now we got the infinite OTK loop, and there's all kinds of loops with this deck now. I mean, everyone knows the Shadow of the 6 Samurai loop, and this and that, and it's just really terrible. Like, that's all I can say, just really terrible. What the Oh, sorry. People are messaging me on Facebook. I'm just like, what was that noise? Um, in short, this next format really is gonna be so fast. I don't know, I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, this is just another one of the decks I'm gonna be going over. Probably a couple more decks. I'll probably touch on Evil Swarms and stuff like that. But in all all seriousness, like this is one of the decks to be reckoned with this next format. Just because of the infinite OTK. I mean, it's the first turn OTK. Why not? um, how many people run it? That remains to be seen. Like, samurais have been highly popular in the past in a lot of YCSs, so we'll have to see if people actually try and run this, or if they want to stick with their, evil swarms or their elemental dragons. This will be a very cheap but good deck. Like that's one thing. That's one thing you should know. I mean, if you really want to be an avid player in this next format and you don't want to drop a ton of money on a deck, build Sams. Simple fact of the matter. The only thing's gonna cost you is the emeralds and the cowboys, which unfortunately will cost you a bit. Like I give you that. But in comparison to other decks, it won't cost you as much. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you're still gonna have to drop $100 minimum on those, just the Emeralds and Cowboys. I mean, yes, it's unfortunate, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That's how it goes. Um, yes, you can do the loop with just one Cowboy and one Emerald if that's what you're thinking of, going like super budget on this. So you can just get one Cowboy, one Emerald to do the loop nonstop. Well, you need two Emerald, one Cowboy, two technically. Two emeralds and one cowboy to do the infinite loop with it. But still, I mean, I think emerald's gonna sit down. I mean, right now it's like 40, but that's just because it's a dual terminal. That's the only way you can get it. I think it's gonna settle around $20, and cowboy will probably be sitting around the same. So you're still looking at $60 for two emerald, one cowboy in the end. Um, so like I said, I mean, you're still gonna be looking at about $100 for the whole deck, I guess. But at least you won't be looking at, elemental dragons. They're gonna be like $800 for the deck, or evil swarms, which I don't even know how much they're gonna be. I don't want to know. um, so like I said, it's a cheap but good alternative. And even if you don't run the cowboy loop, 6Ms are sacky as hell. Like I don't know if you've ever seen anyone play 6Ms. I'm sure everyone has, but samurais are a sacky ass deck. I mean that's just what it comes down to. And really, you can change it back to the synchro build instantly. I mean it's really easy to mess around with the deck and make a playable version. So basically, how to how to stop this deck? Kinetic Soldier. I mean, that's the way to stop, you know, it from attacking you for game. But the infinite loop, I mean, Skildred, like that's it. Like play Skildred, but unfortunately they play Decree. Um, it's really hard to stop the infinite loop for this deck because they can just go for they can go for so long. One good way is to Veiler the hand. Um, that generally doesn't automatically kill them, but it hurts them a lot because they have to try and get another hand six samurai out. I mean, can they do it? Yes. Is it easy? No. So like I said, I mean, if you Veil the hand six samurai, you're in a good position, or Fiendish Chain it, or break through it, or whatever. If you kill its effects for the turn, that stops their FTK. Um, for the most part, like I said, you should remember they still have Dojo. So if they have Dojo out, they can get another hand out. You gotta remember that. But barring that fact, that's your best bet in my opinion, is to kill the effective hand. Going after Emerald won't do anything. Going after Cowboy won't do anything. Don't waste your time. If you have a Veiler, drop it on the hand of Six Samurai and get the shit over. I think that's about it. Like, that's the sad part. I mean, unless you need to get hand of Six Samurai, I mean, of course, preventing special summons, like if you have Fossil Diner or something. Um, I said, I mean, it's kind of sad because Evil Swarms don't do anything. I mean, like, they say 5 or higher, and all Samurais are 4. Well, except for Grandmaster, but all the Samurais you use, pretty much, are 4. So, Ophion doesn't stop them. That new heroic challenger guy you can actually use. He's not bad, but he's also not great. I mean, they can still appropriate their loot pretty easy. Gandiva, you know, that guy. Um, but other than that, I mean, like I said, not bad, but Gandiva just is kind of mediocre compared to this loop because they probably can just keep going with it. So I said, kill the hand and Six Samurai. Honestly, that's your best bet. Get rid of the hand. No hand, no loop.